Back in. It's a pretty light news day again. We do have the VRX information. Ackman taking a several billion-dollar loss. YY, which was strong yesterday, reported earnings, and not much else is going on. Um, so let's get started. Spies. Okay, so we did dip below 237 in the pre-market here. I did cover some of the spies that I shorted a couple of days ago. Yesterday was kind of record low volatility. Continue to consolidate in this area here, and that's all we'd really like. Um, Stay above 236. Maybe even a tighter consolidation between yesterday's low or 2 days ago's low, 236.60, and high 238 and a quarter, pre-market high. If we can get another day in this range here and then break out of that, that would be nice for a trade. Uh, IWM, relative weakness. Let's see, yesterday, right on the open, it did spike above that 130.60, which we talked about a good spot to sell, or actually short. Let's zoom in a little bit on that. So, second bar into 10 a.m. took it above there. By 11 o'clock, it was back down below. It didn't really sell off much. Even the volatility in IWM is kind of collapsed. Um, Looks like this morning it gapped below yesterday's low, so within striking distance. The two bounces off 135, you make it a spot where you can make a trade again. That is that. So VRX, I bought a little bit in the pre-market. I wasn't watching when it dipped down to 10 and a half. So in this situation, it's making a new low, but you have an event that really can put in a low in a stock where the person who had the biggest shareholder finally capitulates. He was able to sell his entire position at $11.10. Yesterday morning, somebody asked about it. Said we weren't interested in buying it up at 12, maybe shorting it above 12. It came up a little bit intraday. The news came out. It went down to where he got out of his position at $11.10. This morning, a little more. Wow, it was actually down in the 1030s this morning. Bounced back up to 1090s. So certainly in this area here, worth being long to see if it can get back above $11. And watch to see if people sell it into where he was able to get his 27 million share print off to 11.10, 11.15. Buys are creeping back up. The next one is YY. So this one was up a bunch yesterday. I looked at the numbers. The revenues were in line, but it was a huge EPS beat. Right now, the market's acting like that EPS beat is real. It is holding on to yesterday's gains. Actually, at the end of yesterday, it sold off a couple of dollars from 51. Failed there 3 times. Came up. Now it's above. I would use 51 as an inflection on the open. 52. Let's go to the daily chart. See that 52 level. So 52 is where it down from a few months ago. Actually, it dipped into this 51. And the day it sold off, it went down from 52 all the way down to 48. We're coming back up into that territory now. Right now, the bid's above, we're in this range right here. We're above 51, and we're coming into this. Certainly could be really strong on the open and follow up through to where this broke down, but there's a lot of people who, assuming some people are still in here from up this in this area here, you would think there's orders to sell coming into this range. So I want to be careful about that. You can see already once it failed above here, 51 in the pre-market, came back down to that 49. So a trade happened already once. Sometimes you get the when the market opens, you'll get a repeat of the pre-market pattern. We'll watch for that. And then finally, MGI, there was a bid for this one at 15.20, and it's $1 above it already. So clearly people think that there's going to be other higher bids coming in. So this thing went from 6 to 13. Probably on takeover speculation. I guess people look at the long term and say 17.5, 16.5. There's some more upside for a takeover. So yeah, it's already the pre-market now. It's already worked its way up here from 15.70, 16 a quarter. Be a little bit careful long here. Maybe right on the open, use 16 as an inflection if it gets hit right on the open. But remember, it's trading above the takeover bid, which is 15.20. There's always a possibility it could sell down closer to that area. But right now, it looks like market's anticipating higher bids coming in. MBLY along this one from yesterday. It's actually 60-30-ish, right around where it is now in the pre-market. Is about 5% below the deal closing price. I would expect some buyers to step in this area here. My plan is to hold what I have until there's a good size bounce in it, cheaper. The deal is going to close in a short amount of time. Risk arb funds are going to put money in there. So it's a little bit different than the typical intraday momentum play. Let's see if there's a flush right on the open, and then maybe it can work its way back up to yesterday's closing price, 60.60, and maybe then as high as 61, where it looks like it popped towards the end of the day before this final sell-off. Intel was sold on the Mobileye News. Intel was using cash, so it really shouldn't, they're making a bet, and if it works out, it will worth maybe $100 billion to them in the next 5-10 years. So I like Bob's idea yesterday when he said he was buying here at this 30.05 after it bottomed. Never had that big of a bounce, but if you go up a quarter from here, 35 is a big longer-term level. So I'll continue to monitor that area. And then BABA, this was probably the most profitable trade on the desk. People got long on a breakout on the daily. Shark got a bunch of his people on his team into it, and it went up a few dollars. Eventually broke and came back down to this kind of the breakout area from the daily to 105. We're below there right now. You can see it was nasty above and below there in the afternoon, just above, below. This is what happens sometimes. Short-term traders try to trade off of a level, and they'll be like, oh, I'm going to get long, it's going up. I'm going to get short, it's going down, and it just really is not going anywhere. Just above and what we call an above and below program. So in this case, to guard against that, what you do is you're patient for a move outside of the range, and you see it hold below 104.80, or you see it hold above 105.20, kind of like this move here, and it started to hold above. This would be fine to buy into this. But these little spikes above and below 105, you want to be careful about making trades there. LNTH secondary. Let's take a look. $12.40, 3 million shares. I like this. It's a good one to bring up. So this one ran up a lot recently. We used the strength to price a deal. It looks like the pricing's pretty good. They priced it right here. So it had this big move here. They were able to price it above 12. Yeah, I mean, I like this one. Buying it below the secondary pricing to $12, I think you'd be fine there. Capture a move back up to 13 plus. So good one to bring up. All right, that's it. As always, patient and good luck.
Hope you enjoyed that video. You can actually watch that video if you're subscribed to our Trader 90 before the market even opens. What stocks are in play? What levels in those stocks are important? And how we might go about attacking that stock. That's Steve Spencer, 20-year veteran trader, laying it out there every morning before the market even opens. A really, really powerful tool to start your session off on the right foot. So right now we're offering a trial that you can take advantage of to access this meeting and other meetings throughout the day. We have a meeting at 11 a.m. Eastern where you can sit down with Mike Bellafiore and listen to him talk about what's going on during the morning session, what stocks were in play, what the best trade opportunities were, as well as maybe some things that we're looking at heading into the afternoon session. So I really encourage you to take advantage of that trial.